Hi, it's Caitlin from Caitlin Swatches, and I'm here with my June HHC swatch video. There are so many pretty polishes this month. I'm just gonna say it, and I think just like my polish pickup video, this might be the most HHC polishes I've had for you, so you're welcome. So before we get into the nail polishes, I have everything you need to know, pretty much everything you need to know, down in the description, so you can check that out. These polishes will be available for pre-order from June 14th through the 21st. The pricing, if these polishes have a limit on how many are available, that will be down in the description, so check it out, and let's get into the nail polish. First up, we have Bee's Knees Lacquer. This one is called Set Your Heart Ablaze, and it is inspired by Rengoku from the manga series called Demon Slayer. And this one is described as a peachy orange with fiery red shimmer and hollow flakes. This one will not have a cap, and as you can see, the formula is fantastic. I chose to just wear it in 2 coats. I think it looks beautiful that way on me. I really liked it, but if you wanted full opacity, I would recommend taking it to 3 coats. This just is so beautiful. I love the hollow flakes in this one. I love the shimmer. You definitely get that really red shimmer, but also I think you kind of get like a green shift as well, as we will see soon. But I'm a huge fan of this polish. I think it's so beautiful and so delicate. Obviously on my skin tone, it's almost like a nude nail. It's just so beautiful, and I can see myself wearing this a lot. So here it is in direct sunlight. You can see how delicate and pretty it is. And here I have it under my swatching lights, and you can see a little bit of that green shift, definitely getting orange, and it's just amazing. Next, we have Paint It Pretty Polish, which if you have been paying attention, you might know that this is the first time Paint It Pretty Polish is in HHC, so it's very exciting. So the theme that they're starting off with is sunrises and sunsets, and they're starting off with this one called Sunsets in TO, which is short for Toronto, and this one is described as a salmon pink polish with pink to orange shifting shimmer, and it perfectly captures those June sunsets that you see in Toronto, whether you're hanging out on the island or on Queen Street. And as someone who loves Toronto, spends a lot of time there, this definitely captures the vibe of a sunset in Toronto. So I chose to build this one up in 3 coats. It has a really good formula. It's super easy to work with. I probably could have left it at 2, but I just thought, why not? Let's go to 3. And it's just incredibly shifty. So you're not seeing all the shifts in this lighting, but as I always do, I'm going to show it off in as many possible ways as I can. And you'll probably be really surprised by how gorgeous this is. So this is it in 3 coats plus top coat. And here you're catching all of the shifts that you're going to get in this one. It almost looks orange in some lighting. It looks pink in others. It almost kind of looks red in some. It's just fantastic and so shifty. And this one is Great Lakes Lacquer. So this one's called The End, and that is because Mariah has come to the end of the Avatar Last Airbender series. So this one is inspired by the last scene of the series, and Mariah wants to say a thank you to everyone who went on this journey of celebration of the series with her through these HHC polishes. So the polish itself is described as a vibrant and deep purple filled with a gorgeous magenta to orange to gold with green at the extreme shifting shimmer. This, as you can see, has a fantastic formula. It builds up perfectly in 2 coats. It is so beautiful. Trust me, you're going to want to hang around to see how shifty this one is. I just absolutely love it. So here it is in 2 coats plus top coat. So here it is. You can see all of those shifts. I'm not sure if I really captured the green, but it is there at the extreme angle. It's just such a cool polish. I love the base and I love the shimmer against it. Last but not least, we have Rogue Lacquer. This one is called Climbing Hydrangea, and it is part of a new series that Rogue Lacquer is starting for HHC. It's inspired by plants, and I personally love plants, so I'm really excited about this series. And this polish is described as a light purple crelly with hollow pink, purple, and blue flakes. So as you can see, this has a beautiful formula, as all Rogue Lacquer crellies do. I really love this base color. It is so pretty. It's really delicate, and it's definitely making me think of hydrangea, especially purple ones, obviously. So this one does dry down with a bit of texture because of the flakes, so I definitely recommend a good glossy top coat. And here it is in 2 coats plus top coat. I got opacity in 2 coats, and I just think this is a really adorable crelly, and I'm excited what other plants that Rachel uses as inspiration next. So if I had to pick my favorites, that's super hard, obviously, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that the Bee's Knees Lacquer is like, it reminds me of like creamsicles, but like a magical, hollow, shimmery creamsicle. So I really love it. It just feels like summer in a bottle to me. It reminds me of peaches. I love peaches. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm a big fan of that polish. I'm also so excited that Paint It Pretty Polish is now a part of HHC. I also wore that polish for a few days and I enjoyed having it on my nails so much. It's so beautiful. So let me know in the comments which polishes you're planning to pick up from HHC. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!